Emotional safety is the cornerstone of trust in any relationship. Women are biologically attuned to environmental and emotional cues. Research from the University of Michigan shows that a partner's calmness during stressful moments significantly influences perceived reliability and long-term attachment. When a man maintains composure during conflict or chaos, he signals stability, security, and protection. This isn't about suppressing feelings or pretending everything is fine. It's about controlling reactive impulses and providing a reliable emotional anchor. Women unconsciously measure consistency and calmness as markers of a mate's capacity to invest in offspring and shared life. By focusing on creating a predictable, safe psychological environment, men cultivate loyalty that goes beyond attraction or short-term desire. Emotional safety is the invisible framework supporting commitment. The peace is power principle reframes strength. Many men equate dominance with physical force, control, or assertive confrontation. Evolutionary psychology, including studies from Harvard and Cambridge, shows that long-term partnership success depends more on reliability, patience, and the ability to stabilize emotional fluctuations. Reactivity signals unpredictability, which women interpret as risk. In contrast, composure communicates control, intelligence, and a protective capacity. A man who remains grounded while emotions spike demonstrates leadership, not aggression. True masculine authority emerges not through competition, but through the security and predictability he provides. Women's loyalty strengthens when they trust that his presence will always stabilize the environment, making him the psychological anchor in turbulent times. Peace becomes the measure of power. Conflict is inevitable, but the response defines perception. Neuroscience research from Stanford indicates that humans respond physiologically to emotional volatility. Cortisol spikes occur when partners react impulsively, increasing stress and reducing trust. Women interpret these signals unconsciously, associating erratic behavior with danger or instability. When a man responds with calm, measured words instead of reactive aggression, he mitigates stress hormones, reinforcing safety. Emotional regulation isn't weakness. It's the application of self-mastery for relational longevity. Maintaining this composure during arguments or uncertainty positions a man as dependable, reducing anxiety and promoting attachment. Women are evolutionarily wired to seek partners who buffer danger, not amplify it. This is the hidden mechanism behind loyalty rooted in emotional safety. Understanding female psychological patterns is crucial. Studies in social neuroscience show that women's emotional processing emphasizes relationship stability, communication, and predictability. They scan partners for consistency, attentiveness, and calm during crises. A man who remains composed provides a subconscious signal of reliability, reinforcing attraction and trust. Hyperreactive men inadvertently trigger stress and distrust, undermining connection. By contrast, steady men create a perception of unshakable security, which biologically signals long-term viability. Emotional safety isn't passive. It's an active, consistent demonstration of composure, empathy, and boundary setting. Women reward this with loyalty because they feel their environment and, by extension, their life is protected. The architecture of emotional stoicism begins with self-awareness. Cognitive psychology shows that people who recognize their own emotional triggers are more effective at self-regulation. Men who identify stress responses, frustration points, and habitual reactivity can interrupt patterns before they escalate. This self-monitoring allows calm responses in emotionally charged situations. The man becomes a psychological safe harbor, capable of withstanding relational storms without compromising attachment. By practicing emotional awareness and regulation, he converts potential conflicts into opportunities for demonstrating stability. Women instinctively value this trait because it provides predictability and security, satisfying both evolutionary and social needs. Stoicism here isn't detachment. It's mastery applied relationally. Empathy is the bridge between stoicism and connection. Psychological studies confirm that emotional attunement paired with controlled composure strengthens attachment. A man who listens without judgment while maintaining his calm reinforces both respect and safety. Women interpret this as a partner capable of handling both external stress and internal emotional complexity. This combination, steady presence plus empathetic understanding, creates profound psychological security. Emotional safety isn't the absence of conflict, but the assurance that conflict will not threaten the relational foundation. Men who develop this skill provide an environment where vulnerability is rewarded rather than punished, deepening intimacy and loyalty over time. Boundaries enhance emotional security. Research from Yale University shows that women value partners who maintain consistent, reasonable limits, signaling reliability and predictability. Men who compromise core principles or react inconsistently create uncertainty, undermining trust. Establishing clear behavioral and emotional boundaries communicates stability, protects both parties from chaos, and fosters mutual respect. Emotional safety depends not only on composure but also on integrity and consistency. By enforcing boundaries calmly and confidently, men demonstrate mastery over their environment and themselves, providing a predictable and secure space for emotional intimacy. Women's loyalty grows when they know rules, expectations, and responses are consistent, reinforcing the perception of a reliable anchor. Patience during emotional storms is essential. Neurobiology research indicates that women release oxytocin when supported in moments of vulnerability, strengthening attachment. Men who respond with frustration, impatience, or dismissiveness trigger stress responses instead. By remaining calm and validating feelings without losing composure, men promote bonding hormones, deepening connection. Emotional storms are opportunities for men to demonstrate control and provide sanctuary. Women interpret this as reliability and protection, both biologically and psychologically valuable. The calm man becomes the stabilizing factor in turbulent emotional cycles, and loyalty strengthens because he buffers rather than amplifies distress. This demonstrates that patience, more than physical strength, is a core masculine trait in long-term relationships. Consistency is more powerful than intensity. Research in attachment psychology shows that daily demonstrations of composure, attention, and protection outweigh sporadic displays of passion or dominance. Women interpret inconsistent men as risky or unreliable, which diminishes perceived safety in attachment. In contrast, men who consistently provide emotional stability create a foundation for trust, intimacy, and loyalty. Composure becomes a signal of reliability, a nonverbal contract that the environment is secure. Women reward this with commitment because the risk of instability is minimized. Emotional safety is cumulative. Repeated calm, reliable responses build the perception of a man as a psychological anchor, far surpassing the effect of isolated displays of dominance or strength. Vulnerability becomes safe in the presence of composure. When women share emotions or fears, the reaction of the male partner is measured against evolutionary and social expectations. Men who react with judgment, anger, or defensiveness inadvertently trigger flight or stress responses. In contrast, men who maintain calm and attentive presence validate emotions, creating a psychologically safe environment. Studies in relational neuroscience show that this validation promotes bonding, trust, and emotional intimacy. A man's ultimate masculine power is demonstrated not through force but by creating a sanctuary for vulnerability. Loyalty emerges naturally because women feel secure enough to reveal true selves, and their survival instincts perceive the partner as a dependable anchor. Creating emotional safety requires mastery over personal stress. Studies from Harvard's Department of Psychology highlight those men who manage their own stress respond more effectively during partner crises. A man who remains calm under pressure signals reliability, predictability, and confidence. Women's brains are attuned to subtle cues of tension. Reactive behavior triggers unconscious anxiety, reducing attachment. By practicing self-regulation, men communicate those challenges, emotional or situational, will not compromise their presence. Emotional safety is reinforced when a partner's calmness is consistent across context. This transforms the relationship environment into a secure space where vulnerability, communication, and intimacy can thrive. Loyalty emerges because the woman's subconscious recognizes that our partner provides psychological stability, meeting an evolutionary need for protection and reliable care. Non-reactive listening enhances trust. Behavioral research shows that attentively listening while controlling impulses to argue or react aggressively strengthens relational bonds. Women unconsciously assess how partners handle emotional input, measuring composure and empathy simultaneously. When men respond without escalation, they demonstrate capacity for partnership, conflict resolution, and long-term protection. Reactive interruptions signals volatility, undermining perceived emotional safety. By prioritizing listening, validating emotions, and maintaining a calm demeanor, men provide an environment conducive to openness, honesty, and attachment. The evolutionary benefit is clear. Women feel secure, supported, and understood, which directly fosters loyalty and trust. Emotional safety becomes the silent architecture of commitment. The power of predictability cannot be overstated. Attachment. Studies from UCLA and the University of Chicago reveal that consistent behavior, predictable reactions, and steady emotional responses increase perceived reliability in partners. Women's brains scan for patterns. Inconsistency triggers stress and vigilance. Men who maintain predictable composure reduce relational uncertainty, signaling dependability. This predictability is not about rigidity, it's about creating an emotional rhythm that women can trust. Emotional safety is built on the assurance that responses will be consistent, supportive, and non-reactive, particularly during conflict. Loyalty deepens when women experience repeated confirmations that their partner's presence is stable, safe, and protective. Predictability in emotional behavior is a cornerstone of the masculine trait of psychological anchoring. Physical presence reinforces psychological safety. Research from Oxford University demonstrates that proximity and body language influence perceived support. Men who stand, sit, or act in calm, grounded ways during emotionally charged moments enhance a woman's sense of security. Nonverbal cues, steady gaze, relaxed posture, and controlled movements signal stability. Sudden tension or aggressive gestures, however, heighten anxiety and reduce trust. Emotional safety is both verbal and nonverbal. A composed physical presence complements controlled dialogue, reinforcing the perception of a secure anchor. Women intuitively read these cues, associating calm, grounded energy with reliability and protection. Mastery of presence is a subtle but powerful demonstration of masculine strength through psychological safety. Reinforcing safety through actions matters as much as words. Evolutionary psychologists note that behavior aligned with words builds trust over time. Men who act calmly, keep promises, and maintain composure demonstrate reliability beyond verbal reassurances. Women respond positively to repeated confirmations of safe, non-reactive behavior. This pattern creates neurological reinforcement. Dopamine and oxytocin release strengthen attachment and perceived security. Words alone are insufficient. Consistent behavior establishes the environment in which women feel safe to invest emotionally. Emotional safety is cumulative, and loyalty grows naturally when women experience repeated evidence of stability. Men who understand that actions define security, not just intentions, become anchors whose influence persists across time and circumstances. Maintaining calm under external stress is equally critical. Studies in psychophysiology show that women monitor partner reactions to external challenges such as work stress, financial issues, or social tension. Men who display composure during these events signal competence and emotional mastery. Reactive, anxious, or frustrated behavior communicates instability, which reduces perceived safety. By managing responses externally, men extend the perception of security beyond immediate interpersonal dynamics. Emotional safety becomes systemic. Women internalize that the partner can navigate chaos while preserving relational stability. This reinforces commitment and loyalty because they perceive him as capable of protecting not just emotions but shared life conditions. Emotional anchoring requires resisting escalation. Cognitive behavioral research demonstrates that when men interrupt, argue, or mirror negative emotional states, relational trust diminishes. Women's brains interpret escalated reactions as threat signals, triggering stress responses and reducing closeness. In contrast, measured responses calm the nervous system, allowing rational dialogue and emotional processing. Men who adopt techniques like pausing, reflective listening, and controlled expression maintain an environment where vulnerability is safe. Evolutionary psychology suggests that women unconsciously equate these traits with mate quality, long-term investment, and protection. Loyalty increases when women feel that expressing themselves will not provoke volatility, making composure the ultimate masculine trait. Micro-responses matter. Small gestures of calm, slow speech, measured breathing, and steady facial expressions signal reliability. Studies in social cognition show that these cues are registered unconsciously and impact perceived safety. Women process subtle emotional feedback rapidly, often without conscious awareness. Men who master these micro-responses reinforce a sense of security, while reactive micro-expressions can undermine trust. Emotional safety is built incrementally. Daily, small demonstrations of composure accumulate into a perception of unshakable reliability. Women reward this with attachment and loyalty, demonstrating that stability is more influential than overt displays of dominance. Creating emotional space enhances psychological anchoring. Women need room to express feelings without fear of judgment or reactive consequences. Clinical research shows that emotional validation promotes oxytocin release, reinforcing trust. Men who offer attentive yet non-reactive presence create an environment conducive to openness and intimacy. Interrupting, correcting, or responding with impatience diminishes safety and attachment. By holding steady during emotional disclosure, men demonstrate that they are safe points in turbulent moments. Emotional safety is not passive. It is an active commitment to buffering, supporting, and protecting the partner's emotional ecosystem. Loyalty deepens when women experience repeated confirmations of non-reactive validation. Self-regulation extends to digital communication. Behavioral studies indicate that tone, response time, and phrasing in texts or online interaction impact perceived stability. Men who maintain calm, measured communication prevent misinterpretation, conflict escalation, and stress triggers. Women unconsciously scan these interactions for consistency and predictability. Emotional safety in virtual spaces mirrors physical presence. Reliability, calmness, and non-reactive behavior signal trustworthiness. By mastering self-regulation across all mediums, men reinforce psychological anchoring. Daily demonstrations of composure, even digitally, cumulatively build perceived security and deepen commitment. Emotional safety transforms sexual dynamics. Research in evolutionary psychology shows that women respond more strongly to partners who provide stability, predictability, and calmness. Emotional safety increases receptivity, intimacy, and sexual satisfaction because women feel secure and not threatened. Reactive or aggressive partners create anxiety, reducing desire and attachment. By consistently offering a psychologically safe environment, men enhance both emotional and sexual bonding. Loyalty is reinforced because women associate the partner with comfort, protection, and reliability. Emotional safety is inseparable from attraction when trust and security are established over time. Emotional safety is reinforced through non-judgmental problem-solving. Behavioral science shows that women feel secure when men respond to issues calmly, focusing on solutions rather than blame. Reactive criticism triggers stress and diminishes attachment, while composed guidance enhances trust. By modeling rational, solution-oriented behavior, men demonstrate leadership and reliability, signaling those challenges will not destabilize the relationship. This approach positions the man as a dependable anchor, providing reassurance in emotionally charged moments. Women perceive this as protection, reinforcing commitment and long-term loyalty. Emotional safety is the silent backbone of influence. Men who master this consistently cultivate partners who feel secure, valued, and invested. Shared rituals and calm routines strengthen attachment. Neuroscience research demonstrates that predictable shared experiences, like consistent morning conversations or evening check-ins, release bonding hormones such as oxytocin. These rituals create a stable, predictable environment where women feel psychologically anchored. A calm, present partner who participates reliably in these routines communicates reliability and protection without overt demonstration. Emotional safety grows cumulatively as trust and predictability compound over time. Women reward these patterns with loyalty, seeing the partner as a consistent source of stability. Men who prioritize these micro-rituals elevate emotional security, reinforcing the perception of a reliable psychological foundation for the relationship. Active listening paired with composure strengthens emotional safety. Studies in communication psychology indicate that women feel understood and secure when partners absorb emotional input fully without reacting defensively. Men who practice reflective listening, acknowledging feelings while maintaining calm signal reliability. empathy, and restraint. This reduces relational tension and promotes intimacy. Emotional safety arises because women perceive their vulnerability as respected and protected. Loyalty develops as trust solidifies and the woman associates her partner with protection rather than conflict. The masculine trait here is not domination but disciplined presence, composure combined with attentive engagement. This creates an environment where attachment deepens naturally and consistently. Calm accountability is essential. Research in social and evolutionary psychology shows that partners who accept responsibility for mistakes without defensiveness maintain higher trust levels. Women assess a partner's reliability not just by action, but by response to error. Men who respond calmly, correct behaviors without emotional escalation, and maintain composure communicate strength and predictability. Emotional safety is enhanced because vulnerability does not trigger threat responses and trust strengthens. Loyalty follows naturally as women associate the partner with fairness, stability, and emotional security. The ultimate masculine trait is demonstrated through measured ownership of behavior combined with consistent protection of relational peace. Physical touch reinforces psychological safety. Studies from the University of California show that gentle, non-demanding physical contact like hand-holding, a supportive arm around the shoulder, or affectionate touch during stressful moments reduces cortisol levels and increases oxytocin. Men who pair these gestures with calm composure provide both physiological and psychological security. Emotional safety is created because women experience physical reassurance that complements verbal and behavioral stability. This multi-sensory perception of safety deepens attachment and loyalty as the woman internalizes the partner as a consistent source of comfort and protection. Men who master this become anchors whose presence is both emotionally and physically grounding. Humor and calm perspective diffuse tension effectively. Research in relational psychology shows that light, composed humor during conflict can reduce stress hormones and increase emotional receptivity. Men who use measured humor while maintaining control signal both intelligence and emotional resilience. This approach prevents escalation, communicates mastery over the situation, and reinforces security. Emotional safety is enhanced because women perceive stress as manageable with the partner present. Loyalty grows when women consistently experience a stable environment punctuated by composure and thoughtful perspective. Masculinity here is defined by emotional regulation and skillful navigation of tension, not force or dominance. Emotional safety requires consistency over time. Longitudinal studies in attachment theory demonstrate that repeated, predictable demonstrations of calm and reliability build deep trust. Women unconsciously track patterns in partner behavior, evaluating risk and security. Men who consistently regulate emotions, respond predictably, and maintain presence create a relational environment where attachment hormones flourish. Emotional safety is cumulative. Loyalty is reinforced as the woman experiences repeated confirmations of protection and stability. The masculine ideal is mastery of self-applied relationally. Composure, patience, and presence become the foundation of influence and lifelong commitment. Providing space while maintaining presence is key. Research shows that women need autonomy for emotional processing, but also reassurance that support is available. Men who respect this balance, offering calm presence without intrusion, create secure attachment. Emotional safety is perceived when women know they can engage with their partner without fear of judgment, escalation, or abandonment. Loyalty strengthens as the woman internalizes the partner as both protector and respectful co-navigator of her emotional landscape. Masculinity is demonstrated through the disciplined blend of presence, patience, and non-reactive support, which reinforces relational security and long-term devotion. Non-reactive reassurance during high-stakes moments cements attachment. Neuroscience shows that women's stress response is mitigated when partners maintain calm during crises. Men who respond predictably and with composed support signal reliability, competence, and protection. Emotional safety grows as unpredictability and volatility are minimized. Loyalty is reinforced because women perceive the partner as a safe base in which vulnerability can exist without threat. Masculinity in its highest form manifests not through control or aggression but through consistent, measured stabilization of the emotional environment. Guided problem-solving enhances psychological anchoring. Studies in cognitive behavioral framework show that women feel secure when partners calmly analyze problems, weigh options, and implement solutions without escalating emotionally. Reactive problem solving, where anger or impatience dominates, triggers stress and diminishes attachment. Men who combine composure, empathy, and rational guidance foster trust and loyalty. Emotional safety is created because the partner's presence reduces uncertainty and stabilizes relational dynamics. Women internalize this as protection and reliability, strengthening both commitment and connection. Reinforcing positive experiences under stress creates loyalty. Behavioral psychology indicates that women remember interactions where partners maintained calm, provided support, and facilitated security. These experiences are encoded as relational rewards, activating attachment pathways. Men who consistently provide emotional safety transform daily interactions into accumulative trust-building events. Loyalty grows not from grand gestures, but from repeated, composed support. The masculine trait is expressed through consistent presence, stability, and protection, creating an environment where women feel secure to invest emotionally and psychologically. Modeling calm decision-making signals competence. Social neuroscience research shows that women perceive partners who make rational, unhurried decisions under pressure as reliable and protective. Reactive or impulsive behavior is subconsciously interpreted as risk. Men who maintain composure reinforce psychological safety by demonstrating control and mastery over both internal and external variables. Emotional safety is amplified when women experience repeated confirmations of rational, steady leadership. Loyalty deepens naturally because the partner is perceived as both capable and secure. Masculinity is defined here not by dominance, but by the capacity to anchor emotional and situational turbulence reliably. Celebrating calm over chaos enhances security. Studies in attachment and behavioral psychology indicate that women respond positively when men value measured composure over emotional escalation. Highlighting calm victories, supporting rational resolution, and minimizing reactive responses reinforce emotional safety. Women internalize these patterns as reliable markers of security. Loyalty is strengthened when women consistently experience their partner's stability in challenging circumstances. Masculine strength is redefined as mastery over emotional turbulence, rather than domination of others. Active emotional buffering builds trust. Research demonstrates that women perceive partners who absorb emotional volatility without escalation as protectors. By controlling reactive impulses, men provide a predictable, safe relational environment. Emotional safety is established because women can express feelings without fear of threat, dismissal, or chaos. Loyalty deepens as these experiences compound, reinforcing the partner as a psychological anchor. Masculinity manifests through disciplined, non-reactive support, reinforcing trust and commitment. Integrating composure into daily interactions matters. Small, consistent behaviors like calm tone, measured responses, and steady presence signal reliability. Social cognition studies show that repeated exposure to calm, predictable responses foster attachment. Emotional safety accumulates through daily demonstrations of composure. Women internalize the partner as a source of stability and protection. Loyalty is naturally reinforced as psychological anchoring becomes a habitual relational pattern. Masculine strength is expressed through controlled presence, consistently applied across contexts. Emotional safety extends to social contexts. Research indicates that women monitor partner reactions in group settings, interpreting calmness under social pressure as competence and reliability. Reactive behavior signals instability, reducing perceived protection. Men who maintain composure reinforce emotional security externally, strengthening attachment. Loyalty develops because women perceive the partner as trustworthy both privately and publicly. Masculinity is demonstrated through consistent calm and protective presence in all arenas of interaction. Maintaining composure during disagreements is crucial. Studies show that emotional volatility during conflict triggers stress and reduces trust. Men who manage responses, communicate calmly, and prioritize relational stability over winning demonstrate protective presence. Emotional safety is enhanced, fostering attachment and loyalty. Women internalize calm conflict resolution as a marker of reliability and long-term investment. Masculinity is expressed through disciplined emotional regulation and protective stability, rather than dominance or control. Predictable support during transitions reinforces attachment. Life changes like moves or job stress trigger anxiety. Behavioral research demonstrates that women perceive calm, consistent support during transitions as protective. Men who maintain composure buffer stress and create reliable relational scaffolding. Emotional safety is experienced as both psychological and environmental security. Loyalty increases when women feel that their partner provides stable guidance amidst change. Masculine influence is reinforced through consistent, non-reactive support. Acknowledging emotions without escalation fosters security. Studies in clinical psychology indicate that validation combined with composure enhances attachment. Men who accept their partner's emotional state without judgment provide a safe space for vulnerability. Emotional safety is established because women trust their feelings will not provoke volatility. Loyalty strengthens as repeated experiences confirm protective presence. Masculinity is defined by disciplined empathy, attentive, calm, and protective, rather than reactive or controlling. Celebrating resilience together solidifies attachment. Social neuroscience demonstrates that mutual recognition of challenges met with calm composure enhances trust and emotional bonding. Men who model measured endurance and protect relational peace reinforce safety. Women internalize this as evidence of stability, deepening loyalty. Emotional safety is cumulative, built over repeated shared experiences where composure, guidance, and protection are consistently demonstrated. Masculinity is expressed through psychological anchoring rather than force. Emotional security is the foundation for intimacy. Neuroscience research shows that women are more receptive to emotional and physical closeness when psychological safety is established. Men who maintain composure, provide attentive presence, and validate emotions create fertile ground for intimacy. Loyalty strengthens because women associate security with trust and deep connection. Masculine power is measured not by dominance, but by the ability to provide a sanctuary in which attachment and vulnerability can flourish safely. Emotional safety isn't passive, it's the ultimate demonstration of masculine strength. By mastering composure, empathy, and predictable presence, you create a psychological anchor that fosters trust, attachment, and lifelong loyalty. Women unconsciously reward this stability with devotion. Now it's your turn. Observe your own behavior, notice where you react versus where you anchor, and commit to creating consistent emotional security. Drop a comment with the area you want to master first. Subscribe and stay tuned for next week's deep dive into advanced emotional anchoring techniques that will transform your relationships.